Hey everybody, it's your girl Samantha here, and I just wanted to say Happy New Year to all of you, my Black Freedmen tribe. I love you guys so much, and there is so much being done on your behalf, even if you don't even know it. We are working on your behalf to make life better for you and ourselves and our descendants and get justice for our ancestors. The fight continues. This is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and it's going to continue way past 2022. Is continuing into 2022. A lot of us have never stopped working, and we never will to the day that we die. Even after we're dead and long gone, we're still going to be working for our people. So I just wanted to give you guys some, in nourishment and some motivation and some encouragement and some great words to tell you to keep pushing, keep your head up, keep going. This fight is real, it is here. And so right now I am doing, politics. I'm really into politics now, guys. It's insane. Like, I don't even know who this girl is anymore, because I used to not even care about politics at all. But like they say, when you know better, you do better. And over the years, I have learned more and more about, my people, my history, government, politicians, like all of that, like how law and everything plays just such a huge pivotal role in our lives. And so you guys go to blackpoliticalswingers.com, and that's like my new website that I'm doing to like just teach Black people, mainly my Freedmen tribe, how to think politically, how to vote, and leverage your vote to get the most out of, your having your voice, right? And so we just have so many great things on the horizon, y'all. It is ridiculous. We have 4 candidates running for reparations, right? For congressional candidates. I'm just so excited. It doesn't even make any sense. And so the names are Tamara Johnson Shealy. She's running in the state of Georgia for the Senate race. And then we have Brandon Dean, who's running in Alabama. They're all Democrats, all 4 of them. And he's running in Alabama for the Senate race as well. And y'all may not even realize like how big of a deal that is to not only have 4 reparationists running at the same time for Congress, but for 2 of them to be running for Senate, because we really don't have a lot of Black people who have ever sat in the Senate. And the Senate actually has more power than the House of Representatives. So yeah, you want these people to be on Capitol Hill. They are fighting for you. I have vetted these people personally, and they are for my people, my tribe. And then you have Reverend William Moses Somerville. He is running out of California, also a Democrat. He's running for the House of Representatives for Congress. And then you have Marcel Dixon, who is in South Carolina. And of course, he's a Democrat. Like I said, all of them are Democrats. And he's running against Clyburn. We want to get him out of there, right, guys? We're so over it. Like, that's the new goal in 2022, is to learn how to vote local, state, and national elections. And the reason why that's so important is because you want to get people like Clyburn out of office, and that's a state election. Actually, his election is, I want to say it's local, because it's like his district that he's over, because he's in House of Representatives. But either way, you want to vote all those elections, because those people are going to all find a way to represent you. And I know some people are like, well, why do you care about what's going on in South Carolina, and that Clyburn is winning in South Carolina, but Clyburn is sitting his big butt in the Congress, making laws and passing bills and doing all this Black gatekeeping against our tribe and keeping us from being great. And we can't have that, right, people? We cannot have that. And going into 2022, like, no thanks. You're not going to tell me what I can and can't do. We are here. My tribe is here, and we're not going to let anything stop us from getting these reparations and what we know that we are owed. So, please vote. If you're in those districts, vote for Marcel Dixon, Reverend William Moses Somerville, Tamara Johnson Shealy. And Tamara Johnson Shealy, she's actually running against Warnock, who's also sitting himself in Congress doing a bunch of nothing, okay? And he's going to continue to do a bunch of nothing. Please stop voting for these do-nothing Negroes. But and then you have Brandon Dean, who's doing the damn thing. He is like 29 years old, y'all. He was a mayor at 24 at the time. He was the youngest mayor in that city. And they're all all forces to be reckoned with. And so you definitely want to come out and vote for them. Their elections are coming up. The first election for the primary, I want to say, is in June, and then the second one for the general election is going to be in November. And but go to blackpoliticalswingers.com, because I can't remember on the top of my head if those dates are exact, but I think they are. Make sure if you live in a closed primary state, that you are registered to vote as a Democrat, so you can vote for them. If you're not able to vote for them because you don't live in their state or in their district, you can still do phone banking. You can pass out flyers. You can really volunteer, and because we need all hands on deck. So anything you know how to do, any skills you may have, please reach out to us at blackpoliticalswingers@gmail.com. And just let us know that you're volunteering. We have training sessions coming up this Monday, January 3rd, and we meet every Monday. And so we would love to have you. We're all new at this, like the phone banking. I've never done it before, but we are jumping in, and the best way to learn is through experience, right? So don't be nervous if you feel like, oh, I've never phone banked. Me either. So you're not by yourself. And then we also just need people to donate. We need money. So what I propose to everyone is, if you could just start a donation for a monthly, no amount is too small. Even if it's $5, $10, it will add up, right? So just do what you can. And if you could make it like a monthly donation until, at least their campaigns are over with and they've gone to Capitol Hill, which is the ultimate goal. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just know it's going to happen. But, even, just have it run for like 12 months. Please, I'm begging you. Just don't buy the Starbucks. Don't spend money on that one subscription. Whatever you have to do to adjust the budget, please just give what you can to these candidates, because they're putting everything on the line to go to bat for us. They're going to Capitol Hill to pass these bills, to hold other politicians, these other raggedy, dusty politicians accountable. Because right now we don't have anybody in Washington fighting for us as ADOS, as freedmen, as FBA, whichever name you want to go by. We don't have anybody fighting for us. And you guys know who we are. We have the shared lineage of chattel slavery, descendants of chattel slavery, right? So right now we don't have anyone. Even other descendants of chattel slavery are not fighting for us. They are not fighting for us. They're selfish. They're worrying about their own pockets and their own families, and they're just worried about themselves, living the good life, living high on the hog, eating their butter biscuits, while the rest of us starve. And we're at a really critical time where it's now or never. This is life or death. If we don't do this now, a lot of us are not going to make it. We're going to go fall into poverty that we'll never be able to come out of. And we just can't have that. We have to fight. Even if you think, oh, well, I'm doing good, that's not good enough, because none of us are strong by ourselves. We are always going to be stronger together. We've seen the white supremacist machine bring down some of the biggest people, black people who has so much money, just bring them down to their knees. Look at Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Prince. We all know they murdered our heroes, but you have Martin Luther King Jr., you have Malcolm X. They bring them down. And so we have to stay united. We have to bring each other up. When one makes it, we got to bring up 10 more people behind us. When we learn something, we got to teach, 20, 30, 40 more people from our tribe, so that it's never just information that one person has. We are multiplying ourselves so that more of us have this information. We're also doing another initiative that I'm really excited about, where we are talking about everyone moving to the South, our Freedmen tribe, just for various reasons. One, so we can take over the government down there. Two, because it's more affordable. Three, once we take over the government, we can build communities that we are proud of, like better schools. We can have the taxes funneled to places where it really belongs. We can have a police force that looks like us. We would just have more control over a lot of things. We can make sure we're being hired for jobs. We're not going to be dealing with that discrimination, those microaggressions, and the police brutality, and the crappy schools. And I love CRT, so I would definitely be being a heavy advocate for us being on the school boards and making sure CRT is taught in our schools anyway. in the South. And so that's just something that we are talking about doing, is making the great migration back to the South. And I know some of y'all are like, oh my gosh, but it's just something to think about it. Definitely think about it, because it's, we're not saying everyone has to come, but that is something that we're talking about. We're going to start doing. We're going to start, basically putting those wheels in motion in 2022 to have our tribe head back home. And a lot of us know we came from the South and we migrated up north because of slavery, etc. But there's racism all over this country, all over the world. And a lot of us just aren't doing well, with integration. A lot of us are not doing well living in places where it's so expensive. And let's be honest, a lot of us don't do well in cold weather, okay? We want to be in some nice, warm weather. And the South is a lot closer to our climate that we are accustomed to as Africans, people of African descent, than the northern part of this country. So just keep that in mind. I'll be giving you guys more information on that as we continue through this year, as well as the elections. You guys have a happy new year. I love you all. Stay blessed, stay prosperous, stay strong. Watch over each other, watch over our beautiful black babies, our children, and continue this fight for reparations. It is never, ever going to end until we get what is owed to us. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can leave your comments below. Peace, love, and light. I love you all. I love you so much, and take care. Bye.